the real truth is what marriage really looks like is you're going to go through some things. And the strong marriages are the ones that are able to go through life, because life
Right.
is life, and
Right.
they still come out on the other side with their relationship intact. And I think that we need to get rid of this expectation that things don't go wrong sometimes, and that people don't make mistakes sometimes, and that these things actually really do happen, because we're all people, we're all imperfect people. And not to make an excuse for anybody, but life does happen. Like, these people had past before they got with you, they had problems before they got with you, traumas or whatever they've been through. I mean, that stuff doesn't stop simply because they're with you now. Like, they have to try to move past these things. They have to, some behaviors have to be stopped, some have to be changed. And I think that, we just have to understand that part.
Okay, let me go to Janice, then I'm gonna get some comments, then we're gonna flip up. Go ahead, Janice.
I have a question real quick to the men. When we just talking about forgiveness and things messed up, because women are very, very good at forgiving a man when they mess up, right? We've been doing it for centuries, right?
Wait, what?
Oh my God.
Question is, are men able to forgive women if you find out I cheated on you? Can you forgive me and stay? Or can you not kill me because you found out? Like, can men not forgive women when we have our imperfections? That's for the men.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I don't know, fellas. Anybody? Go ahead, Vince. I see you about to come off mute. Oh, I think he's off. There you go. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna forget that. Period. Point blank. Nope. Not gonna do it.
Okay, is that like I gave it the sound effect.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Go ahead, Janice.
And I don't expect for her, and I don't expect for her to forgive me if she didn't want to. But men and women are different. Men cheat. I mean, it is what it is. Men cheat for different reasons than women cheat in general. In general, I'm not gonna say everybody, but in general, just like I'm telling you, it's been women I done slept with. I probably wouldn't even recognize them if I seen them today. And that's just keeping it 100. After we have our post-nut clarity, goodbye.
So men are
ladies usually cheat for an emotional thing. They don't usually see somebody at Subway, hey, can I get your number, and knock it down that night and still be. They want to talk. They want to text. They want somebody to, ooh, baby, I know your husband ain't making you do that. It's different in general. So no, I couldn't forgive. And
so
if she can forgive me, fine.
Vince can't forgive. Herschel, can you forgive?
I mean, it all depends. I mean, like I said, Vince has his right to do that, to feel that way, which is, me too. It all depends on the situation, the person. On the other end, I mean, it depends on, like, he put a new spin on that about the whole thing. Because normally I probably would forgive, but that's a new spin on there about the thing about the reason why women cheat a lot, versus a man cheating, because that'd be a little difficult. It'd be a little hard for me because that is something to think about. Yeah, like obviously she's just not for the streets necessarily, so she's not out here just like you said, just knocking it down just for no reason. Just it had to have been something like very deep, like where she's really invested in something to do that. Versus men, we don't. I mean, there may be some men that are invested in that, but the majority is off of some other type of reason. Either like it's something that just happened, came up, or just just distractions or something like that, or temptation, or just an urge. You know what I'm saying? And then but it's not like our hearts are not there. Our hearts or emotions aren't. It's not with that person. So it's a slight difference. So it's a little difficult for, I think, to answer that question. I probably, I've done it before. I've had somebody where they were unfaithful to me, and I forgave them. But I don't know. It's a hard hard thing. Like as I've gotten older, I think of things a little differently nowadays.
I hear that. I hear that. You want to say something, John?
Yeah. It ain't even 50-50. It's like, no, you're not getting. I can forgive you, but I won't be with you anymore. It's a done deal. For the simple fact, I'm not justifying when a man cheats. It's not right either. But we all understand that for a man to get sex from a woman, he has to put work in. He has to put effort in.
I think we're losing you, John.
Okay, can you hear me? I am driving across the country.
No, you're okay. Go ahead. Just came back.
Yeah. So it's a man has to put work in for that to happen. So we're not going to justify men cheating, right? But it's different, completely different. So if for a man to get a woman, he has to put work in. He has to spend time, spend money, spend effort and energy. Women don't have to do that to get sex from another man, from a man. All she got to do is say, walk outside and show her presence. And 1,000 men would be on it.
Right.
So we can't look at it the same. As a matter of fact, when a man implants himself inside you and leaves himself inside of you, so it's not the same. I'm not saying it's right either case, but women more likely to give because they respect men who can get multiple women. Men do not respect women who can get multiple men.
That's real. Donovan also said, let's see, a man cannot forgive a woman who opens herself to another man when marriage is the foundation.
I guess women got to be perfect. I guess men can just run the streets and do whatever the hell they want to. We'll just run around and fix it off.
No, that's kind of disingenuous there, though. It's not that men and women can't be. It's not that women can't be perfect. No, women got to be perfect. It's just that we can't mess up at the same things. We can't have the same faults. All faults are not equal.
That's real. Okay.
As a woman, I agree with that. As a woman, you know what? As a woman, I actually can agree with that. I just think look, y'all can get mad at me. I do feel like it's different. First of all, I'm not condoning cheating on either side. But I do think it's different. I think being a woman, like we not cheating for the same reasons, ladies. We not cheating for the same reasons that men are cheating. We're not. Like, if we're honest, we're not. That man is fulfilling something. Like, we're getting something. There is some level of emotional there that men just don't have to feel. They just really don't. And that doesn't make it better. Doesn't make it okay. But how can a man deal with, because we're talking about men, right? So we're talking about egos. It just is what it is. We're talking about pride. It just is what it is. And how does a man look at you the same way when he knows that you had to go to another man for something that he couldn't do, isn't doing, didn't do, won't do, whatever it is, right? Like, as a man, his ego and his pride, not saying he's a fragile ego. It's just that as a man, he's not going to want you to have to turn to another man for anything, really. That's just not what he's going to want. So if he knows you had to do that, that's going to be hard for him to overcome. And then you giving your body something that he feels like should belong to him, which if you're married, it does. He's going to feel like, okay, somebody has had something that belongs to me. Now I can't look at it the same way. Like, I don't know.
Well, maybe women need to be more.
That's how I see it.
Well, maybe we need to be more of like that, how men are. Maybe they'll be a little bit more disciplined and women start laying it down like you ain't. I mean, I'm just saying. If they know, if men know, like, okay, when I cheat, I'm gone, maybe they'll be a little bit more disciplined in the streets.
How do you say your name again?
Janice. She's pronounced Janice.
Janice.
Yes, John.
I think the concern, and I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to justify cheating, but I think the concern for a woman should be when a man starts spending his money and his time with another female. And I'm not trying to qualify cheating at all, but if you start noticing your man is spending money, the same amount of money he would spend on you, same amount of time he would spend with you with another woman, then you've lost your man because he no longer loves you
But
So
yeah,
that's something
but
you should look at more to make. If you want to look for equal, something to be equal, that would be equal.
yeah, but you are qualifying. When you say you aren't qualifying in the front of a sentence, you're qualifying. But I get what you're saying.
I don't support cheating at all. I'm just trying to say both things are not equal.
Yeah, I feel that none of us on this panel supporting cheating, but I just want to address something too about you just said, Janice. I think that thing that is that we're wired differently. You know what I'm saying? So you can say that, okay, let's just the women start being like this and the guys will start being no. We're still wired that way where it's not going to change us. Like we're still going to view infidelity that same way that men view it. It's not going to like be, oh, well, I mean, you know. That's just how we're wired. We're not meant to be in all that on that emotional tip when it comes. You know, that's just not how we move. So it's not going to be something that's like evolution. We're just going to just change us to be something totally different. That's just how we're wired. So I think it's just going to be an ongoing thing. So I guess just the remedy is just be faithful to who you're with. That's it. That's the remedy right there.
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real.